Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. We're going to be attempting to do the Shadow War again. This time we're going to actually fight back. We're going to be doing the frigate sites because the frigates are usually a little bit cheaper than cruisers, so less of a big investment. So we're going to be going with a Hawk fit here and doing the Waylaid Courier sites in Minmatar space. And previously we've been having lots of troubles doing the cruiser sites. The issue was that people have been interfering. The first one, someone made us just fended us off, they scared us away. The second one was some guy who actually just waited until we had destroyed all the NPCs until the loot was revealed, and then they just snuck there and took it, and they were in a really PvP based ship, Deimos. I don't feel like I'm going to be able to at all have a chance, especially when I'm in a PvE based server, so there's no chance there. And I don't really feel like, I'm not too familiar with doing PvP in these more expensive cruisers like the heavy assault cruisers, so I think it'll just be like a complete throw to just attempt to fight there. So I'll do something that I'm a little bit more familiar with, doing frigate-based PvP. So we'll be using a Hawk here. I've actually PvP'd in this fit before. It was somewhat successful, but it could also a lot depend on what kind of NPCs, or not NPCs, it can depend on what kind of players we find. Okay, so this is the fit here. I think I might have bought sub-modules. Did I buy sub-modules? No, I don't think I did. Okay, so we buy all here. 44 million is not at all massive price-based ship here. Let's rename this to Waylaid Blitzer. Hopefully this will go smoothly. The Hawk here is pretty good in that it has good range in its rockets. Rockets usually have a really bad range, but when we're using this Hawk here, it buffs them, similar to how the Cerberus buffs the missile range, so we'll be able to shoot pretty far, 14 kilometers with these rockets. Speaking of rockets, we do need a bit more ammunition. And also cap boosters as well, because we're using an ancillary shield booster here. So let's see, we'll have cap booster 25. Cap booster 25, navy cap booster 25. Let's see if we can buy a ton of these. Hundreds of these, and then we buy some Scourge rockets. And then buy 5,000 of these. Caldari, navy, Scourge rocket. 5,000. Oh, that was expensive ammunition there. Okay, let's take some of these missiles. It doesn't take so much space, 25. And then we can go for the Caldari Navy-based ones that maybe could have some use in PvP, but I don't think I'll take all of them. Let's take maybe 2,000 of these. We'll be mainly using the Rage, I believe, in the PvE side of things here. Maybe even grab some more just because it takes so little space. Let's do this and get some more of these, because you do use quite a bit of rockets. They have a very fast fire rate, so you burn through them pretty quickly. Get some of these cap boosters. Oh, we've got so much cap booster space to spare. Let's buy more of these, and they're not too expensive either. I mean, they do cost something, but it's not like I'm not hesitant on using them at their price. Okay, stack all of these. So 300 of these, great. Okay, good. So we'll grab some rockets here. Oh, and we should group them. Yeah, that's already grouped there. Ready for us to go. Nice. We've got 8k HP with this ship here. And then with the Azul damage control, temporarily we'll have really good amounts of HP. So the main question here I have is that I'm pretty sure this is a decent ship to use for in terms of PvP side of things, but I worry a bit that maybe we'll not be able to handle the PvE side of things here. Could be that we're not able to have enough range. I mean, we do have decent range with the rockets, but maybe it still is not enough range, because it's still a lot shorter than something like light missiles. Let's see if we can find any. Nako Guard usually has. Okay, we'll go to Nako Guard and just explore the adjacent systems. I think that's a good idea. Nako Guard, because you have to go into these sort of lower tier security status systems where they have these sites like the 0.5, 0.6, and all the 1.0, 0.9, you don't find these sites here. There's a certain route around the Heck region, or the Metropolis region, where you find these Waylaid Courier and Shadow War sites. Besiege Republic Laboratory, not something we're interested in. That's for cruisers. There's one in Uriok, let's go there. and you get a decent amount of ISK from these ones. It netted out about 50 million ISK last time we did it in the Retribution, and the Retribution we used, I think it was a bit more expensive than this Hawk. This is even cheaper, and this is more PvP based, so we'll maybe have a bigger range of using this in terms of scenarios. It's not like every time we encounter some guy who's gonna warp in, we just warp out. Rather, we'll maybe be able to fight off here. You know, it might have not been a good idea to use the Scrambler and instead use something like a web or something to buff our tank, because the idea here is not that I want to kill them necessarily, it's that I would want to just make sure that they have to warp off. And that's increased, the likelihood is increased when I go with a bit of like a buffer, more buffed up ship. But the Scrambler also has uses apart from just being able to make people not able to warp off. It turns off the MWD, so little kitey scrubs won't be able to move so fast. So, you know, nothing is here. Okay, good. Let's go into this Waylaid Courier site. I hope we'll have enough tank, because we have an Ancillary shield booster here, so this is not something we want to just freely use. We want to have full charges ready for eventual PvP scenarios. So we'll just sit here on the warp-in and fight these guys. See if we're able to have our passive tank take care of this. The Drauga, I think, is the one who will take a bit of time to get through. See here, keep an eye on the D-scan. We'll be able to destroy him quickly, we'll see. He's got, no, kinetic resistance is slightly high, but not as, there's more in the armor, he's a bit lower, so that's good. That's actually very good. And we're getting perfect application, I believe. Oh, that doesn't look good. Look at that. He's able to do quite a bit of damage to us, and I don't think we'll be able to hold the passive tank for much longer. Unless we get a bit of a breathing room here in between waves, then it might be an option. Yeah, that's good. We get a bit of quite a long breathing room between waves, so then we'll be able to recharge quite a bit of our shields. I just hope I don't encounter too many EM-based rooms, because that'll be quite annoying, since we have very low EM resist compared to the other damage types. Okay, just one Drauga here. Good to see. Oh, look at how many frigates there are here. Whoa. We'll want to take out that. Let's see, what kind of damage type those cheaters do. Don't do any, it doesn't seem like they do any EM. Anything that does EM needs to be taken out quickly and fast. There's a lot of ships here, but I think they get destroyed a lot quicker, these cheaters. Whoever's in range needs to be just taken out fast. Okay, this one here. I mean, it could be an idea to just boost this and keep it full of shields, because there's also a benefit of having full shields if a guy comes in to attack us. How much shield boosting do we get from this? Nah, it's not so much actually, because we've just got a small Ancillary shield booster and a massive buffer. Seems like we're able to hold out with the passive tank here. Doesn't seem like it's too big of an issue. Holding stable here, about 60% shields. It's really nice that we're destroying them really quickly, so that we can just get through the waves so fast that there's less of a likelihood of someone disturbing us here. Not that one, this one I want to go for. Hyena. What damage type does he do? Yeah, he does EM. We need to take him out fast. Ooh, someone is... Why did they warp out? Why did they warp out? Oh, we've completed the site. That was really fast. Nice. So it's just like that. You didn't even have to destroy any kind of boss. You know, something I'm thinking is that this MWZ is not really serving much purpose at all here. But it could be good if we were to encounter some kind of kitey scrub. Then we could catch him. Otherwise, we're sitting here on the warp-in point. Maybe it's like... You know, it's not going to be... Oh. We need to have a salvager. Oh. We need to have a salvage. No. Maybe we can save the spot here? Maybe we can buy a salvage. Is that possible? Salvager? Do we have a free utility high? Yeah, we do have a free utility high. So what we could do is we could actually carry a salvager and then deactivate the modules when we get to this. Okay, so we'll go here. to heck and buy a salvager. That was silly of me, I forgot about that. Now that I'm thinking about it, these sites, it could be good to go with like a really brawl-focused kind of ship that is able to just lock up the person who warps in straight away when they warp in, because when we're doing the site, we have the advantage of being on the warp-in point, because then we don't have to think about prop mod. We don't even have to think about scram if we wanted to, if we were to focus on destroying them as quick as possible, just like maybe double web style. So, I mean, if they were to have a MWD, they would still maybe be able to get away from us. But I'm just thinking, we could maybe try to focus on destroying them as soon as they come in, because that's something I have done previously in an Omen, when I sat at these factional warfare complexes at 0 and just had a dual web, be able to blast them to pieces really quickly. Like this MWD could be swapped out with a web, then nothing's going to be able to get away from us. But that was really great to see that the Hawk was able to handle these sites with flawlessly. Even with this passive tank, it's made to be a shield boost based ship here. Salvager, and fit this to ship, and then what we can do is we can just deactivate some modules like this and this maybe. We just need to deactivate the MWD, or maybe we want to have the MWD because we want to be able to move around quickly to those canisters, so like this. So hopefully that spot allows us to grab all the wrecks. We'll see if it's possible. That would be quite cool to test out actually. Remove the MWD, put a second web. Then we have the scram and dual webs. Nothing will be able to escape us. And then we'll have a big tank, big buffer. And we've got a large amount of shield boosting. Well, not a really large amount, but it'll be something. We'll hopefully just be able to brute force our way out of any kind of encounter, or most encounters. Unless we encounter some kind of Amarian based ship like a Retribution, then we're toast because of the high EM damage it does. It doesn't seem like a whole lot of people like to interfere with these Waylaid Courier sites. It could just be pure luck as well. We've not done a whole lot of these sites as well. Oh no, they all despawned. No. Oh, that was such... well, you live and you learn. You know that you're not supposed to warp out of these, because then these just disappear instantly. We've got the Rex at least, but these Rex are not worth anything. Well, that's 50 million down the drain there, about. Don't warp out. Okay, good thing to know. If you warp in without salvage and you complete the site, there's not really much you can do here. How I would want to do this is that, say I'm running the site, I have it like this, I have it deactivated like this, and then when the site is done, then I just deactivate this and activate this in space. It takes a bit of time, but I can do that. Oh, wait, are these yellow Rex? These are yellow Rex. These are yellow Rex. Maybe this is the wrong... Is this the wrong side? No, it's not, because these are my Rex as well, so it must be someone who already been here before. That's unfortunate. Well, until next time, we're going to have to try this again, because I thought it went really smooth in the Hawk. Waylaid Courier sites with a PvP-based Hawk, no PvE, and also do not warp out in these sites, because you'll risk losing everything, which is what I did here. So hopefully you guys learn from my mistakes. That's why you live and you learn here in EVE Online. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, or hope you at least learned something new. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.